Hey, everybody, this is Lorraine,
And Jennifer.
and today we're going to talk about share of voice.
I'm
And you're laughing.
laughing already. It's
Well,
I think we should. History lesson is good for here first.
okay, so ever since marketers started selling advertising and marketing services, one of the things that they would lean into to get you to spend your money was that you needed share of voice. You needed to be a part of the conversation and you needed to be more visible and more active than your competitors. You needed to buy more television ads. You needed to buy more radio or newspaper ads. If you were talking to a PR firm, you needed to be in more magazine articles.
Hmm.
Share of voice was what percent of the conversation, the bigger conversation, did you participate in? Fast forward, and it's still a thing. It's still important that you are showing up as often or more often than your competitors. But these days, a lot of people are throwing around share of voice and measuring share of voice in a way that I'm not sure is really accurate.
So before I explain that, how accurate now looking back do you think it actually was in the ways that we tracked it before?
So you could track your competitors' media buys. You could track magazines. I, when I was at Lennox Industry, and this goes back a very long time, I tracked all of my competitors for months. And we were always like third or fourth in share of voice because they had bigger budgets than we did, right?
So it was spin level, but it wasn't necessarily that your name of your company was being talked about.
Yeah, no, really, share of voice really referred to how much information was being put out there about you. It- because, quite honestly, back in the day, people didn't talk back unless they wrote a letter to the editor. Media wasn't interactive, it
Right.
was very unidirectional.
Yeah.
Media was messages outbound. And so that is one of the things that digital marketing has changed is it has changed how much control and input our community has back to us.
Yeah. And, so now it's being used by tools to measure if your brand or conversations that people might have that lead to your brand are happening inside of ChatGPTs, Google overviews, Perplexity, Claude, what have you.
And, well, I have two issues with that.
I got 17.
Yeah. Well, and you live in that world a lot more than I do. But
Yeah,
what the big issue I have is that's not the only place people are talking about you.
correct.
Share of voice is a big picture look at what is the market talking about.
Yeah,
And if you're only looking at search results within Google, within ChatGPT or Perplexity,
yeah.
yes, they are pulling from those other sources,
And we
but they are not really capturing how much voice do you have on Reddit?
And we only know the number of people who have a subscription or have signed up for an account. We do not know how they are actually using it.
Mm-mm.
Therefore, we have, and not just because of that, but
Mhm.
several other things, we just don't know how those conversations are taking place.
And Chat GPT and any of these tools, they are becoming more integrated, more commonplace. Some would even say more pervasive and annoying. You know, there are times I don't want AI. Please don't help me. Go away now. I'm just fine. But there is a community that is using those tools, and there is a significant community that is not. And so, one of the really important things that you as a business owner need to look at is go back to question number one. who is your customer
Yeah.
is a measure. I mean, even if the data is valid, and we're going to talk about how valid, if not valid, it is, and that was my second point. But
Yeah.
even if the data was completely valid, it is completely biased and completely skewed because it does not recognize the two-thirds of the population that is not participating, that is not you, because it's not really about using, it's about when it is used, do you show up? What percentage of the time? And the question is, that's not touching two-thirds of the population easy. And it, depending on your customer base, it may be 90% are
Yeah.
not touched by them.
So I'm a researcher by nature, and I'm not going to go through all the ways why it's not possible to track this. But
Mhm.
everybody that knows me knows I'm a big data geek. I've done the research. I have pages and pages of why technologically it's a closed environment. Google's not releasing the information on AI overviews. Um, I don't care if we're talking about server logs. There's all the ways I've heard no, 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 and this is why. Like, I wish I am a data person and I have to relinquish control because it's just not there. Maybe someday it will be, but that would require that OpenAI and or Google, both, and Perplexity, whoever, said, yes, I will allow you to have the prompts that people are putting in there. And if they allow that, they are giving up their secret sauce. So I
Mhm.
just don't think it's going to happen.
Now, and even if you have that information, well, I take it back. If you know what people are looking for, you can adjust your content.
You could, yeah,
You
you
could
could
definitely feed, you could definitely write more
You
than
could
that.
also just listen to your actual clients and from the sales reps and from the things that they hear at customer service, and they have this question. Hey, get that over to the marketing team. Do we have
Mhm.
content on that?
Yeah, I everybody is looking for, and everybody's looking for the next magic bullet, and everyone has fallen in love with ChatGPT, and it does a lot. Okay. These tools save me a lot of time. I enjoy them. I'm working on a course on how you use AI with standard branding tools to redefine your brand. I mean, I think it's very, very powerful, but it is limited.
Yeah.
And everybody wants the easy way out. You want the easy way out? I'll tell you the easiest way to know if your marketing is working.
Well, we
Look at your sales results.
yeah. Well, and I think there's probably it reminds me of my Yellow Page days and when
Mhm.
the internet came about, and I was very inquisitive and I didn't think what we were selling was right. And I think, people that are selling some of these tools and stuff like that, they just don't know the technology. And so they don't know. And so they're going to be very convincing and they might be very well honest people. But they don't realize what they're selling is not. So you're buying from the person, which is what we actually do,
Mhm.
without
So,
knowing.
yeah, I mean, there is a whole line of salespeople out there that are being fed the company line. We have hired you. This is our product. It's great. Here's how it works. They are not necessarily technicians, they are salespeople. So they believe, they drink the Kool-Aid and they believe, and they go out and do the tent rallies and the big, barnstorm presentations, and they tell you that they are selling the neatest thing since sliced bread. Now, there are also snake oil salesmen.
Mhm.
Okay. There are people who know damn well what they're selling doesn't work.
Yeah, that's a
But
good
I,
defining there. Like if they don't know,
yeah, I mean, well, but the results are the same.
yeah,
Whether they know their product doesn't work or whether they believe that it does and it doesn't,
Yeah.
The end result is you as a business owner end up measuring something, paying
Yeah.
for something that doesn't work.
I, as a marketer, want to be tied to the revenue.
Mhm. Yeah. Hey, I actually, I always want to be tied to leads and inquiries, and I'll tell you why I like to tie to that rather than revenue.
Yeah, you're right.
I can lead a horse to water.
But if they
My
don't,
job is not to make him drink. Okay. No matter how many leads I give you, and I've seen this on multiple occasions.
Yeah.
Good leads. I
Yeah.
mean, not just garbage, but generally good leads. And I have watched salesmen just tank the opportunities.
Yes. Yes. So yeah.
I can't fix that. And so, you want to find that balance.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Cool. All right. So really the takeaway I think on this is because you will be as a business owner, you're going to start getting sales pitches on share of voice tools.
Yeah.
Be skeptical. They are not a magic bullet.
If you
And
want to chat about it, I'll tell you why I don't think it's a good idea.
absolutely. All right, guys, go back, go look at metrics that really count. If you want to know more about that, listen to last week's show. And until next time, we'll see ya.